Hello, my name is Matt Kosch. I'm going to share a little bit about myself. This video is for EDL 853, Special Education for Building Administrators, Spring 2021. I was born and raised in Grand Island, Nebraska. I currently teach at the same high school that I graduated from, Grand Island Senior High. I am a Spanish teacher. I have been teaching for about 10 years. I have worked with many special education students in my 10 years of teaching. I went to college at the University of Nebraska at Kearney, UNK, in Kearney, Nebraska. I studied business and Spanish as an undergraduate and got my master's in Spanish education from UNK as well. And that's how I ended up becoming a teacher, through learning Spanish. I am married. My wife's name is Marisela. She is originally from Mexico. We have a dog named Grace, half Corgi, half Chihuahua. We are planning to have children very soon. My hobbies are running, movies, Netflix, cooking, lifting weights, sports, especially Husker football. We all know that an inclusive culture is one where everyone feels that they belong. But what is the leader's role in maintaining that culture? The principal should make sure the school provides academic support services to all students. The principal should prepare teachers. Teachers should be trained in what an inclusive culture is and how they can contribute to one. The principal should create a space for discussion, a place where students and staff can openly discuss thoughts and feelings about certain issues. If an inclusive culture does not exist, then the principal must address any issues that get in the way of an inclusive culture. Diversity, respect, acceptance, and honesty should be promoted by the school leader. What support can a school leader provide to encourage advocacy? The principal can be an advocate for both students and teachers, but that may not be enough. It is the principal's job to teach and prepare teachers and other school staff to be advocates for their students. Advocacy training is something that should and can be a part of a professional development session. A principal can work towards developing a partnership between staff members and parents. If staff members know and have a relationship with the parents, they can work together to advocate for the students. What plans and strategies can be implemented to ensure the equitable treatment of students and staff in an inclusive culture? We should value what each student brings. Every student is different, but they should all be valued. We should establish a respectful class climate. Disrespect should not be tolerated. We should plan for everyone to participate and achieve. The days of the bell curve are over. We should take a community approach. TEAM stands for Together Everyone Achieves More. Everyone has to work together to make an inclusive culture work. What steps can a school leader take to change negative assumptions that affect teaching and learning in an inclusive culture? A school leader may need to do some school restructuring. Diversity cannot be seen as a problem because it isn't. Heterogeneous and cooperative grouping of students should be encouraged. There should be an emphasis on each individual student's education. Staff, students, parents, and community members should be involved in the educational process. Teachers should be allowed to be creative. Staff members should be encouraged in facilitating students' social skills. Doing these things can and will change negative assumptions about an inclusive culture. Here are my resources for this